What's up, VC? Your boy T Washington 607 back with another video. I was really kind of inspired to make this video when I was watching the last video that Carm, my brother Carm, hey Carm, sent last night, and also I'm also Dave in Texas, culture fan, I believe. So I wanted to shoot this video kind of quick, but I'll see how fast I can go. So let's get started. First, I'm going to start with what is this? This is Maria Schneider Orchestra, Al Gariz. Maria Schneider is a composer. She's also a orchestra leader, and this is a fantastic record. I like what she describes it as, just levels of beauty, which is what it is. Some of the compositions are very long, but they're just very spiritual and has a kind of, I don't know, sort of like a floating kind of effect on you and stuff. And I like the way she lets the soloists, like flugelhorns and flutes, kind of, be part of the dominant part of these compositions. But I really love this album. I have another one by her that I'll show later sometime, that a friend of mine, he doesn't make videos, but he sent it to me, so I definitely suggest you guys check this one out. I know, Carm, I'm thinking of you when I'm watching this one, the Maria Schneider Orchestra, Al Gariz. Up next, this is a group called MTV, Consenting Adults, and you can see the guys there, Brad Maldowd and Leon Parker. This, and you can see it's a promotion off of Sio. This is like straight ahead jazz with I guess you can call it, like I said, straight ahead jazz with some elements of avant-garde. There's a lot of I guess you can call it a lot of few standards and some originals here. But this recorded 1994, and who knows, later on how these guys would be some of the major guys in jazz and stuff. So definitely MTV, Consenting Adults, is really good on the Crisscross Jazz label. Love it. It's very good. Up next, the one and only Miss Etta James, Matriarch of the Blues. This was like now when she did, what year did it just come out in? 2000. Oh my God. And it's very bluesy. She does a couple of, I think there's, what's it? I'm trying to figure out. Born on the Bayou, Hound Dog, You Gotta Serve Somebody. It's kind of mostly spiritual, bluesy. Excuse me, guys, but definitely still worth giving it a listen. Eddie James, Matriarch of the Blues. Up next, this is one I haven't played in a while. Kenny Burrell and George Washington. Grover Washington Jr. This is called Together. And also Ron Carter plays on here. Jack DeJohnette, Ralph McDonald, Reggie Workman. It's got a fantastic feel to it, and it's on the Blue Note. It says some of this stuff is originals. There's some standards like Summertime and stuff, but when I first listened to this, I said this was amazing to hear these guys play together with that band. So definitely something you guys could check out. Kenny Burrell and Grover Washington Jr. Excuse me. This I really like. This is called Sister Bossa Volume 2, and the title pretty much describes the coolie jazz cuts with a Brazilian flavor. It's mostly like a lot of DJs that did a lot of remixing in Brazil, and they just found all these tracks and stuff. I love this label, the Irma label, and it's very like Brazil with electronica and like a lot of turntablists and stuff, but it's actually good. This has some tropical on it mixed with electronica, so that's definitely something that's really good. I like that one. This one, Cibo Mata, Stereotype A, kind of like, I know it has elements of like hip-hop, electronica, a little bit poppy, dream pop. Also, Sean Lennon used to date this girl when this album came out, and he plays a lot of instruments on it and stuff, and it's like in some places dreamy, in some areas it's kind of funky, hip-hop-y sampling stuff, but I really love this Cibo Mata, Stereotype A. Very good. Up next, this is Jerry Mulligan, The Art of Jerry Mulligan, the final recordings. This is like one of the last albums he made before his death. I believe the story was he was on a cruise ship and he was kind of frail looking, but people knew he wasn't healthy, but he kind of kept it from, like, a lot of his close friends, but they said he still had the dexterity to play. And you can see that some, mostly a lot of standards and some original stuff, but this was really good. Jerry Mulligan final recordings. Excuse me. This is a compilation I really like. Now that's a dope theme. This is on the Blue Note label, and you can just see all the artists really good on there. Miles Davis, Grant Green, Horace Silver, Chet Baker, Stan Getz. It's a 2 CD set right there. See, it's like the big fat things there they used to do. But at first I saw it and I just looked because I liked the cover. Then I saw all these artists. I said I have to have it. So definitely now that's what I call the dope themes. Really good. Good. Next we have Ella Fitzgerald and Oscar Peterson. Ella and Oscar. Ella Fitzgerald on vocals, Oscar Peterson on piano, and Ray Brown on bass. I think this was recorded in, I think it was when it was 1975. And I know you say, on the Pablo label, she's a little bit older, voice maybe a little bit, not as strong, but it's still excellent. But Oscar and Ray backing her up, and you can see that really, really good stuff. Yeah, excellent. To the next batch, guys. I remember last night Carm was showing Russ Freeman, so I put me to play this morning. Craig Chiquito and Russ Freeman from the Redwoods to the Rockies, and on the what is this on? I think it's on the Windham Hill Jazz label. This thing is I love this. The guitar virtuoso, them playing together, new agey, spiritual in some sense. It's just beautiful, beautiful stuff. Beautiful landscaping, if I can say that, and stuff. It's just really, really, really good. And I just love that picture, that painting of them, and it says it all. So definitely, Craig Chiquito and Russ Freeman from the Redwood to the Rockies, really good. I remember Dave, you showing some of these guys, and I had to show some of mine. I have a lot of theirs. Acoustic Alchemy back on the case, the guitar British duo. And this has so many different elements on the GRP label, from like, I don't know, it has Jamaican, it can be, soft, fast, in other places, just really great stuff. Some elements is some nice Latin flavor on there, and I love the Acoustic Alchemy. They were great guys. Of course, great Carmichael, Nick Webb, and Nick passed away from cancer years ago. The band is still playing with, with a different guitars, but nothing beats when they were just Greg and Nick. So Acoustic Alchemy, this is back on the case. Another Acoustic Alchemy I really like, Reference Point. Do a great version of Brubeck's Take 5 and stuff. I love this. So many elements. This was my late mother's favorite CD. She would play this thing to death. I remember we played it at her memorial service, a song called Missing Your Touch. Yeah, but definitely Acoustic Alchemy, Reference Point. Another artist on the GRP, David Benoit, piano player, Letter to Heaven. I like David Benoit. I've met him a couple of times, seen him perform, got his autograph on some of my CDs. This is a really, really fantastic CD. It's got it has that element, a nice springy kind of feel to it. Some beautiful compositions there and stuff, and it's very soft, very kind of new agey, but definitely one I really like. David Benoit, Letter to Heaven. And another thing, we have David Benoit, Wes Freeman, the Benoit Freeman Project. You can see them right there. I love this very, it's like, I know some elements is like, even though it may be considered contemporary, but there's so many different elements it's in there. It's a little soulful, and some things a little funky. It's kind of all over the place. And I believe Kenny, and there's a song that Kenny Loggins sang and wrote for it. It's really good, called When She Believed in Me. So David Benoit, Russ Freeman Project, really good. And of course, we can't talk about Russ without talking about the Rippingtons, Kilimanjaro. One of the first ones I brought by them. There's so many different elements, new agey, little contemporary on the sides, but it's just really, really good. A little funky in some areas and stuff, new agey. So definitely the Rippington Kilimanjaro. And another one, what Rippington's Moonlighting. And some people said Kenny G plays it, that must be terrible. No, Kenny G could blow on this thing. I think he played like the wind synthesizer on here. But this was like the first Rippingtons, that I ever picked up. I love every song in here, especially Dreams, She Likes to Watch, Intimate Strangers, just beautiful, great stuff from them. I love to put this on and just put my headphones on and zone out to it. Beautiful. And Carm, you showed this, and I have mine. Russ Freeman, Nocturnal Playground. That's just really, he's like really showed what a good guitar player he is. And Russ Freeman is a good guitar player. He doesn't get a lot of credit, which is a shame, because I think people kind of stigmatize him because he's, oh, you play that stuff. He's just a damn good musician, period. So, Russ Freeman, Nocturnal Playground. Next, got to play my girl, Candy Dofa, Sexuality. Candy, the great, I think she's Dutch. Is she Dutch? Yeah, I think she is. Saxophonist there. Of course, Lily was here. That was produced and written by Dave Stewart of the Eurythmics. But this whole CD is just funky, free, and just really something. There's a great version of So What, and like I said, it has so many elements. Funky, just really, I don't know, it's all over the place. I love Candy Dofa. Yeah. And of course, we have my group Foreplay. I love this band. I remember the original guys. It was Bob James, Mason East, Harvey Mason. Oh, there we go. And Lee Ritenour. Now, they've had a few guitarists since then. They had Larry Carlton for a while. Then the last guitarist they had was Chuck Loeb, who passed away. But I just love these guys. I love this album. This is Between the Sheets. There's so many different elements. You put those guys together, you can get funky, contemporary, jazzy, free, whatever. So definitely Foreplay, Between the Sheets. It's another artist I like, Alex Bugnon, 107 Degrees in the Shade. Piano player, keyboard, synthesizer player, and just has that, it just has a nice smooth feel to it and stuff. And I like Paris in May, 107 Degrees in the Shade, The Heart of New York, So in Love, The Lone Crusader, which I really like. A little bit reminds me a little bit of Ben Wild, probably a little bit harder and stuff, but I really like Alex. Bugnon, 107 Degrees in the Shade. And to top it all off, we have to have the GRP 10th anniversary. This is a 3 CD disc and has everybody on here, from Eric Klug to the Rippingtons, special effects, even B.B. King. I don't know if B.B. King was ever on GRP, but he's on here. Who else? The Yellow Jackets, the Crusaders, Bioregira, Acoustic Alchemy, of course. So definitely something. It's a thick thing. The GRP 10th anniversary collection. So guys, there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. So please subscribe and leave me some comments, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.